Jack back! Here he is. Who's won money this morning on me being late, like usual? Good morning, everyone. And guess what? I'm here. I'm here. I didn't think I would be here, but I am. So that's good, isn't it? Exciting. Thought it wasn't happening, then it's happening. Thought it wasn't happening, then it's happening. And I'm here. And yeah, sorry I'm late, everyone. Very good reason for it. It wasn't like I overslept or anything. I didn't actually. I come down to my basement where I broadcast from, and it looks like someone's thrown a hand grenade in here. Of an 18-year-old disposition who's going to get a hand grenade into his bedroom in a minute when I finish this show. I tell you, he's in banging trouble. Albert, Will, banging trouble, my son, for the way he's left this place. So I have a level of tidiness that I can operate in. If it's messier than that, I can't function. So I had to quickly sort this out so that I've got a clear enough head to bring you guys through the show this morning. Got a good show. Well, oh, hang on. We'll take that off just there for the moment. What we're going to be doing is we're talking through a few tracks that we've seen. Shout out to young track fans as always. Big shout out to Rahul, is he still hanging in there? Yeah, Mark, Ted, Stockcar Daddy, and Rahul, Jeans, and anyone else over the pond because their clocks went forward a week or so ago. So, general rule when the clocks go backwards and forwards, how do you remember what way they go? You look forward to summer, you look back, you look back on summer when it's finished, and in the spring, you look forward to the summer. That's how I think it's remembered. But so Rahul is pushing pin an hour later. So it's about 20 to 4 in the morning. Rahul, if you're still there, mate, well done. Cheers, pal. Tuning in. So morning, guys. What have you guys been up to this week while I sort of compose myself and try and settle down from being ambushed? My space was ambushed. My slot car space. Look at this. I still got half toast crumbs on me. Could have told me. Look. So spring forward, fall. Oh, spring forward, autumn back. Yes, there you go. I've just seen this, Harry. I don't need a lock on my basement door. I need to obviously reiterate who's in charge around here, don't I? 8 years old, 18 years old. You will feel the wrath of imposing on my space. It's just simple discipline. So that will be happening a little bit later. I can't do it at the moment because he's in bed. There's something wrong with it. As soon as he gets up, he's going to be on the back foot today. Really not happy about it. Anyway, DK Moon, nice to have your company, mate. I'm glad I caught you before you chipped off the bed. Thanks very much. So sorry I'm late. I would like to say next week I'll be early, but that's probably infactual. So we won't go down there. But thank you very much for tuning in. Albeit brief. Watch it back in a bit. Leave us a comment. A great achievement that happened this week with some good pals of the show and the hobby. DNA Slot Cars, the young Sasha and our old fossil of a dad, Daihi, kicked it into touch and struck over that 1,000 subscriber mark. So they are able to do different things now. This is going to be exciting to see where this takes them. So if you're unfamiliar with DNA Slot Cars, it's a daughter and dad duo, in that order, I might add, and they're doing good things, and they've just nudged it over the 1,000. What else was really exciting this week I saw from a content creator point of view was Rob at Swift Slots. So Rob's been sent over recently a big bundle box from a store in Germany because Rob does loads of next level modifications for cars. He doesn't modify them. He pretty much builds what he needs and then you know, that's the car. So really genius. When I grow up, I'm going to be like him. But I do believe recently this week he's also got and I've been told this, I need to go and check this out, but it's on good authority that he's been sent some stuff from Pendle to work on, something like a transit van. So this is good. This is good to see that the stores are recognizing the people that are actively doing tuning and whatever their particular thing is in the hobby, they're doing it. So that's nice to see that they're recognizing and sending their products and their placements to the right people at the right times. Talking of products, it's just my joy to bring the attention to you that brother Travis, that's not our guy. He has opened a Shopify store, so you can like buy some That's Not Car Guy merchandise. So I've noticed there that he's got some cool t-shirts, he's got some mugs. I'm going to see if I can get some on the channel. So Travis, if you want to send us some samples, buddy, now that you're in business, I'll gladly, you know, get them on the channel here. So send them over, mate. I think you got my address. If you need it, I'll WhatsApp it to you straight after. But yeah, if you want to get some samples down here so I can review them for the viewers, that would be amazing. So we'll speak to Travis later, reach out to them, see if we can get some of those items on the channel. Quite like one of them Porsche hoodies. Oh yeah, Trav, let's talk. You can sort me out. And we'll sit here with it covering my Track Fans TV for the day or the morning. What a promotion that would be. So who's here then? Hang on a second. I can see someone sharking around in the back of the house. My good Lord, I need someone to help me read the chat. Do you want to read the chat? Are you going to make it? Oh, hang on. There he is.
What's up, Pete?
God, why are you still awake?
Well, see, this is the problem. I was heading to bed, and then someone said, Pete's not around. Pete's not coming on the show. I was like, let me sneak in the back of the house and see if he's actually on or not. So that's what I did. And I waited patiently, and I watched you go through your spiel. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, my son is, you know, I talk candidly. I have to be careful that we're online now because I talk in a different language to Rahul. It's like F.
Don't worry. I think
a lot of F later.
Hulk and Sulk put them through the paces today.
I need to watch it. I was in La La Land when you were streaming.
Oh,
what?
Let me just say, they asked me in the beginning, like, can we cut loose? And I was like, sure. And then instant regret happened, Pete. But it was okay. It was too late. It was too late. It had already started, and I couldn't stop it.
Fantastic. Anyway. That's funny. So
you know, Daz was there too at 2 a.m. in the morning there. So
he's getting ready to whip some chat room.
Yeah.
I was just saying about Travis has opened the merch store. It'd be really good to get. Maybe he could send you a couple of samples as well for your channel. Get a mug or a hoodie because you're always wearing hoodies and caps. He does those, so he'll probably send you some for promoting on the channel. I'm going to speak to him later, see if I can get a mug and a hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good way to promote the store, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, if people can see it, they're going to buy it, Trav. So get them out to the channels, and we'll get them promoted for you.
I think Darren's had enough of me. He said roll twice in a day.
Right, twice in a day? I'm saying nothing. Right, from 7:30 in the chat. We'll race through these and then we'll have a look at the slides. Got a few slides to show. I'm glad you're here, Raul, because we can bounce it off each other for them and see what's going on. So I'm going to start with this positive message from Darren Hall, who's tuned in with Rahul and I on Sunday slot car sessions. 7:30 every Sunday. You can find us here. I've tricked everyone because I told them last week, Rahul, that I wouldn't be here, and I'm here. Ambush, surprise. This is what kids do. They tell you they're going to behave and they don't. So remember, as Daz says, to hit the like button if you're enjoying what you've seen so far, albeit just a roundup and a late attendance. And punch that, hit that. Oh, can't speak. Say it for me, Rahul. Finish the sentence, please.
Give us a thumbs up and smash the cowbell, please. And subscribe if you already haven't. That's what Darren Hall is actually saying, and that's what Pete wants to say. But, he's a bit tongue-tied this morning, so we'll forgive him.
How can the guy who's up rolling at 4 a.m. after streaming and doing everything on a Saturday, filling these gaps?
I've been up since I've been up since 9 a.m. this morning because I was on the other Pete's live stream.
Oh, did you go on there? How was he?
Yeah, great. Those guys are awesome. They're doing well. It's awesome.
Spoiler alert! What are they doing yesterday or today in your world?
Well, no, it was general talk. It's a great show. They were talking about the gates. The digital gates that you can put on Carrera track that prevents collisions for ghost cars.
No.
Oh yeah, there's some cool stuff. We talked about it. I don't know how relevant it is. I ran a live stream today with 2 ghost cars, and the ghost cars weren't the problem. But
What you were?
I wasn't driving.
It was the sulk.
It was the Hulk and Sulk show, and yeah, so it was fun.
So hang on, is that an actual product now? These gate things.
It's been out for a while, actually, Pete. There was
We missed
actually
this on Thursday.
some videos were done. That's because I never really paid much attention to it, so it was interesting to hear Pete's perspective on it. But yeah.
All right, cool. Ted's here. Ted's pulling a late one as well.
Yes, he was on my live stream too.
I just talked about Rob.
Yeah.
Good morning, Rob.
Rob's here. There's a lot of people in the chat, Pete.
Yeah, I'll race through it. Sit tight, Roll. Sit tight. Good morning, Dick. G'day, Bruce. Now, you sit on your hands today, Dick, because Darren is all over you like a cheap suit this morning. There he is, talking to Devil. And yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, Rahul. If I had like a milli fraction of Rob's engineering thought process, I'd be lethal. But I'm not. I'm creative. So, Rob, I'll spray your car for you. You build mine, I'll spray yours. Good morning, Harry. How you doing? Roger's here. I wanted to get Roger. We need to get the images of what we were talking about. That's a 6-lane track before anyone wonders. Good morning, Carl. How you doing, mate? Good morning, Rahul. Oh, you're here. Good morning, Rob. And let's get down here. Andy's here and Ruben. They're off racing later. Andy, put a bit of detail in as to where the slot drag racing is today, please, mate. And we'll see if we can get you some people to come down and have a mooch. That would be good. God, you guys are on fire. I'll tell you. Yes, Harry. I can be late often. Yeah, it's not a problem for me. And the thing is, I spent a life being bang on time. I suppose that's what it is. When you spend like a load of time being on time, when you're not, well, I should be on time. Why do I treat this differently? Because this is a fun hobby. This isn't my job. Some people think that this is our job, Rahul.
Yep.
This is not our job, is it?
No, it's not.
This is not our day job. So this is a fun hobby job. And to be honest with you, you lot are pottering around in the background doing stuff and then just wait for that audio branding of track fans to alert you to the fact that I've just gone live. That's why I do it. If you watch, right, I'll tell you what, right, I know that none of you watch reality TV with all these bimbos and stuff and airheads on it. But if you were to walk in subjectively and your missus is watching Love Island, in particular Love Island, what you'll notice, if you time your walking in perfectly to the advert break, to offer a cup of tea, for the viewing pleasure that she's undergoing, rather her than me, what you'll find is at the start, when the advert finishes and they put on the name of the show, it'll go beep, 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 like that, a big like klaxon. And it's because as soon as the adverts, everyone goes straight on their phone, don't they? Scroll, 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 like zombie morons. Scroll, scroll, scroll. And then the show would start and they would miss it. So they put in the audio branding to alert you to watch the show again. So there you go. That's why I shout track fans, because you're all off making toasts out the back, doing whatever. Talking about drag fans. Drag fans, I like it. Here's the drag master. This guy here, Rahul, runs the drag racing. Mr. D. This is the man, the
Excellent.
myth, the legend. Yeah.
It-
Oh, I'll ask Andy, Steve, but you're much more reliable at putting stuff in the chat for your event. So pop it in the chat and we will share the event. Now I'm looking forward to this. Now I'm excited. Now I've got proper adrenaline going now. Rob, if you can release them after Tuesday, I'd be grateful. Reason being, I'm going away for work at about 1ish today, and I won't be back until Tuesday evening. I will zero time to watch it. So selfishly, can you release it then? I'm only kidding before you'll shoot me down. Good morning, Rich. Rich is here. Yes. Do you have my coffee? I've got it here. It's not branded because that's how much of the back foot. I have to put it in the cup because if I don't and I tag it, YouTube will give me a smacked wrist. There you go. I'm off the hook now.
There you go.
Good morning, John. Sasha would be the best driver at her age. So many 8-year-olds just specialize in crashing. Yes, they do. Where's Albert? He is one of those guys.
And I know older people that also do that too. Yeah.
No idea, mate. I'm just
No
gonna
idea.
look at my cars while you chat through this bit.
Actually, I wasn't actually looking at you. I was looking at two people that were racing tonight on my track. But anyway, let's continue, Pete.
Yeah, but when you let two guys with nicknames called Sulk and Bulk drive, you've got to expect some
Hulk.
friction.
Bulk
Sulk
is
and
my
Hulk.
name. Wait a second. Sulk and Hulk, okay?
Sulk and Hulk.
Yeah, Bulk is my name.
Sulk, Bulk, and Hulk. This
That's
is like
correct.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the three, Donald Duck's kids.
Exactly.
I love it. There you go. DK's saying, hanging out, mate. Oh, my Lord. I forgot about this. Oh, Harry, lock your computer in a locked chest and do not even think about live streaming when you get back from the pub. St. Patrick's Days. Oh, look, Travis has got to get himself some samples. Right, let's put a time frame on it, Trav. When can we get those samples in? Just while you're here and all that. Because we know things drift in time. So if you let us know what we're looking at, well, maybe a couple of weeks. Cool. You heard it here first. Unless he confirms it, it'll be here in a couple of weeks. That's what I do in sales. I'm a right sneaky toe rag. If someone's avoiding me, right, I'll leave a voicemail and then I'll leave one with a PA and I'll go, yeah. So I'm coming in on Tuesday at 4 p.m. If there's any issue, give us a ring. See you there. They don't want to see you. They've got to call you now to stop you coming in. Boosh, you have them. Oh, sorry, I'll let go of my secrets, huh? Good morning. Oh, yes. Albert and Wolf are in. Albert and Wolf are here. So, morning, Al. Morning, Wolf. There you go. He's already calling Daz 007.
There you go.
Yo, he says. And yes, please, Dick. Yes, please. Be a good boy. No, that's right. We barred her so that you behave. Oh, no.
She's here already.
Oh, is she? I haven't caught up with it then.
Yeah.
What we got? Track went through a small change, almost finished though. I can't wait to share that one with everyone, Rahul.
Yep.
That is going to be amazing. Oh, Pat's here. Good morning, Pat. How you doing? I like Pat. He's a great guy. Pat, I got your email. We're going to see how it goes this morning. I've got some extra stuff going on. So, yeah, Travis, what you do on pay on demand is what I do. You buy it and then you send it out for promotion. So you have to buy it and then send it to me or send it to whatever channel you want to promote on. Then we get it and we put it there. That's what I do. So I buy a t-shirt and I get it delivered to me, or a competitioner t-shirt and I get the winner's address and I buy it and I send it to them direct, POD. So that's how it works. So you have to buy it and deliver it to them direct, or have it delivered to you and then you deliver it to someone if it works out cheaper. I need your address, mate. I need your address and I'll gladly furnish you with some TTFT.
TTFT.
No, TFTV even. Forget me owning anagrams. It's only because he said TSCG. So yeah, so I'll get one. What's up with your address, Trav? I'll get you some merch over. I've got it everywhere. It's at Rahul's. It's at it's at Rahul's. It's at Slotars. It is that everywhere. It's at AIDS. It's at Sales. So I got to get it out,
It's
mate.
literally littering.
There you go. Look, fly posting everywhere.
Just littering everything everywhere, Pete.
I was hoping you'd stick one of them on your cap like
that. It's a bit too big for my laptop, Pete. I thought about it and then I stopped. But maybe we'll make a slab cut of just the TV. Might be fun.
Dick's just thrown him under a bus. This isn't Travis's address, by the way, everyone. It's 22 Acacia Avenue. Do you remember Banana Man, the cartoon? He lives at 22 Acacia Avenue. Anyway, so we've got a show to get on with. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I wonder who painted that truck.
Oh, look at that.
Looks really good. Yeah, I wonder which artiste came out and did that.
Yeah, it was a beep artiste. It was a bit. This is a before and after. That was a phenomenal
job, Pete.
Thank you, mate.
Great job.
So, for those who don't know, Rob Sale sent me the truck on the left, or sent me the Castrol Scalextric truck. Looked like that. That's actually my old truck, which I sent to Rob so he could have a before and after. And Rob had asked me a couple of months, about 3 months back, if I'd be interested in doing like a secret commission project. And I was like, what is it? And he explained it. And I was like, that could work out really well. So we had a go and we turned in the Castrol truck into a pink pig. Brilliant idea. So thanks for that, Rob. That's why I've been busy for a few weeks. Bit here, bit there. Trying to fit it all in, Rahul. You must appreciate that.
Yeah. Did you get the decals or do you paint those on by hand?
No, I got decals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got deck. That would have took about 6 months.
Yeah.
To paint on by hand.
I'm like, I need to hire you for lettering if you're that good. That's
exactly. I mean, this thing. If you did it, I don't even know how you do it. I think you'd have to just sit there and literally cut frog tape out for like 9 years, and the amount of bleeds you get, you'd spend your life touching it up and then touching it out and then touching it up and touching it out and touching it up and then throwing it in the bin with road rage. But yeah, no, that was this was great fun. I enjoyed doing this. I had no idea how it'd turn out because it's not proportionate to a Porsche, is it? But it's worked out well. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about, but thanks, Rahul. A little bit of promotion there. Appreciate that, bro.
Help out, you know.
Yes.
Are you not doing commission work now, Pete?
I hadn't thought about it. I can do commission work. I don't think I'm good enough yet.
Look at
I don't know.
You're so modest. Such a good modest man.
Let's see how the 510 turns out first.
Yeah.
If that turns out all right, you never know. But yeah, it's if anyone wants to trust me with their pride and joy, that's the issue. I'll have a go on anything.
Trust you with my pride and joy, just not with click code.
Yes. That is it. That's just I think I need to do some research. I might buy. I was thinking about this actually. Just before we shout out the Young Track fans, I was thinking about this. I might actually buy a standalone spray booth and a standalone airbrush just for clear coating, just so I know there's no impurities anywhere near either of it, and just have it dedicated so that as soon as it's finished, I'll cover it with cling film or something, so there's no way any dust can get in there. That's the enemy at the moment, is dust.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I've got some dust in the 510. I can see it. I think we saw it on Wednesday, didn't we? So I'm going to try the technique that we're not discussing because it's for members, secret technique. I'm going to try that on Wednesday, and I feel that that will get those impurities out. And if it doesn't, then I will be buying a standalone spray booth and airbrush, because that will be the last thing I can do to stop dust outside of building a tent in here and doing it in the tent. That's the only thing, you know, because I've dampened everything. I've tried to minimize the pollution. So there you go.
Yeah, something to look into, I guess.
I'll get there because it's become competitive now. In my head, I will make it work. It will work. And when I've worked it, I'll find something else to look into. So, young track fans, we'll take two each, all right? Any order. Be a game to see if we can do all of them.
Oh, God.
So, from the top, Albert and Wilf. Good morning, track fans. How you doing, buddies? You all right? You watching in the chat? Hit us up, say hello. Go on then, Rahul. Who's next?
Rowan and Eleanor.
Oh, I like it. Good morning. Leo and Leighton, good morning.
Oh my God, you jumping all over the place. Ruben and Sasha, there you go.
Didn't you just do Ruben and Elliot?
No, I did Rowan and Eleanor.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. You're not following along very well, are you?
No, this is going to go to dogs.
You just went to, yeah, you
I
messed
love
it
it.
all up.
Okay, good morning, Charlotte and Cameron.
Charlotte and Cameron. Man, you're really jumping all over the place. All right, Jacob and Isabella.
Excellent. And Elliot and Lewis, good morning.
This is a lot of work for me at this early hour.
To be honest with you, I've lost it as well. We might have to go through it just in order. I know your Mia needs shouting out.
Yeah. I'll do Leighton and George.
That's it. So we've got two left. Oh, we might have doubled up here, actually. I'll tell you what.
It's all your fault.
Good morning, Eleanor, Rowan, Elliot, Cameron, George, Lewis, Isabella, Ruben, Jacob, Leighton, Charlotte, Mia, Leo, Albert and Wilf. There you go. I didn't want to miss anyone out. God forbid. No, Rob, you cannot sell that. That is the one of a kind, one ever. Yeah, but you know, if someone's saying you can get 3 slot cars for the price of one, it might be for, you know, thinking about. Okay, maybe right. Next.
Maybe we can get a couple of Reaver slots.
Yeah. You need to sell a rib for those. Oh, there you go.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah, there's 2 likely lads do a show every couple of weeks, and it was on last Thursday, Rahul.
Yeah, I missed it completely.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Anyone didn't know it existed. What was it about, Pete?
Oh, anyone turning up this morning could have thought they were watching last Thursday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell you what we do on the shenanigans. We step it up a bit, and we talk about the things that have happened for the last 2 weeks. So, whereas this show is kind of an overview, topical of the genre hobby, we talk about anything from like 6 years ago to 6 minutes ago. This one is specifically designed to recap the last 2 weeks, and to no, don't go there, Daz.
Darren took the spanner out. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Darren.
Daz. Someone moderate Daz quick. Who else is a spanner? We talk about the 2 weeks because I had an epiphany at the start of January that I was getting hacked off with myself because I can't remember anything. I literally am Dory the fish when it comes to the hobby. I can't remember. I can't. And I was not complaining. I was discussing it to a friend, Raoul, and they were saying, "No, you're just getting old. This is normal." I'm like, I don't think to this level it's normal. I seriously don't. And so we've decided that repetition is the mother of all learning. If you see it, if you say it, if you hear it, if you're involved with it more often, you will pick it up easier. So we decided to do everyone a solid and do a bi-weekly show to help us remember everything that we saw across the hobby in the last 2 weeks, whether it's on social media, whether it's in the hard press like this, whether it's on the whether it's come to us from the dynamic duo that is Kennedy and Travis, whether it's wherever we've seen it, might have forgotten about it. It's our diligence to recap it, to try and remember it. And I've got to say, I'm struggling remembering stuff, Raul. Even with the recap, I don't know what to do, man. And there's some tablets for this or something that help my memory, like that film Limitless.
My mother would say to you, Pete, have 6 almonds every morning. That's what she tells me every time.
He's on to something, because the brain power, we have walnuts and Brazil nuts are excellent in the same manner. And I have a handful of those a day. Can't get enough of Brazil nuts. They've always been my favorite.
Yeah. Oh,
Brazil nut in toffee. Oh, now we're talking. Love it. So anyway, this last week, we were talking about, we've started to talk and open a conversation about digital, because that's where it's at. Who were we talking about this week, Rahul?
Oh, we're talking about Carrera and its digital solutions, chipsets, software, and generally about the state of play in the Carrera world of digital.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did a great job, but we did whatever I had in my limited knowledge could provide.
Off the chart, baby. We did an amazing job. That's what we did.
It was
because
fun.
For a start, the half the UK people weren't here because it's 8:30, not 9:30. Now we have a bit of a dilemma, don't we, for the next one? Is it at 9:30 because it's in the UK channel, or is it at 8:30 so we don't confuse people from the last one?
I'll go with 8:30. As long as they have the notification / cowbell / whatever you want to call dinging off, then they'll know.
Does anyone else not get notification cowbells, or is it just me? Do you get them?
I
don't get them.
So.
And I literally, after Dan the Man called us all out a couple of months ago, I'm down to the cowbell and I'm clicking it. It's already clicked. So I'm going back to the channel, in particular like Nico, Slot Car Dude, and Rob Sale, who do shorts, and yourself, and I'm not being notified or anything. Hitting the cowbell and it says you will receive all notifications. And then 2 weeks later, I'll go to Nico's channel and there's like 3 videos and 4 shorts that I've missed. And I'm like, he's going to think I'm a bad friend because I don't like and comment on his videos. And I'm not getting them.
Well, the truth is, I'll be honest, I don't know how YouTube works anymore, because the logarithm is different. Everything's up in the air. I mean, the only thing I can say is just continue to do what we're doing and see what happens. But
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind, Rahul, what the hell YouTube does for breakfast. What I do mind is missing my friends, what we're up to. This is the community that we're in. This is almost like the indirect way of keeping up with people when there's not a live stream or when there's not a video going on, to actually, check in and see what's happening on. Like I did the Wood Routed track last week. That was my latest video. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch that. Where I've done
that was a great video.
Yeah.
Lots of cool stuff.
It's a timeline, it's and I lost half of it. I'm a bit upset about it. I'm not upset because I move on. It's yesterday's business, but there was some good stuff in there. I got some good stuff, missing some good stuff. So I'm going to have to make some more good stuff. Yes, got an opportunity to hit record. So let's get cracking. If you want to catch up with a bit more tongue-in-cheek banter, It's UK later at night, so we might F and Jeff a little bit on there. We've got some raw opinions. We've got traffic lights going on in there where we say what we think. Our opinions are our own, but we say what we think. We're quite happy to give someone a red light one week, and then the next week they'll do something, they get a green light. So it's not an opinion forever. It's an opinion for the fortnight. Okay. That's where I think a lot of people got a bit confused, is that they think that we absolutely hate Revo slot. Well, no, we don't. No, we don't. The red light, if you want to hear what we were talking about, well, you'll have to go and watch it. So get yourself back there and find out why Revo slot got a red light. You'll find the episode on Conquest Racing Club, Rahul's channel here, in the live section. Watch it and see how Revo slot got a big kicking and a red light. So I'll leave it there. Those who didn't see it, I reckon they're going to go and watch it now to see what we said about Revo slot.
I hope so. I don't
know. Let's see if Revo slot can redeem themselves this week and get themselves back in the green light books. So I think someone did. As I haven't seen it because again I don't get notifications. But I think someone was talking about. Did Dave Slottar release a tuning video on Revo slot this weekend?
I did not see any releases from Slottar today, to be honest.
Okay. Do you want to have a look at that while I go?
I'm checking.
Keep chatting. Yeah. So I think that's happened. I know he's done tons of them over the past couple of years. So if you're running thin on how to operate your Revo slot, which is designed and made for people that race generally and would expect to tweak the car to what they want it to be, I agree. It should drive out of the box, but generally that brand designs it for a different market than the toy market. So I know we all have different opinions and we're not going to ignite the chat room on it. Do go back and leave a comment on the Shenanigans show last Thursday. If it's too raw, we're going to moderate it. If it's opinionated but justified, so if you say you don't like it but then give a reason, we're going to keep it up. If you just turn up and say it's absolute turd, we're going to take it down because there's no thought process in that. Comment is trolling. The opinion with feedback is constructive criticism. There's a difference. So there you go.
Well, I think like the only thing that we're trying to do here is to activate some banter, some communication within the group. That's all we're doing. And I don't think anything that we're doing is malicious in any way, shape, or form. Like we talked about. And then we're just trying to, we're taking 2 weeks worth of information, compiling it down into a show to the best of our abilities, as you know.
Limited.
And then we're giving our 2 cents about it. That's about it. And some people will agree, some people won't, but that's okay. That's part of being a community. Nothing, everything doesn't have to be the same way. So that's the way I look at it.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Is Aid in here? I'm sure I've seen it. Yeah, there you go, Bristol. Aid is in here. Sorry, Gaz. Sorry, Bristol. All right, lovely Bristol. Let's see. Right, so just want to talk about this. Big hitters are coming up this year. Big hitters. So what we had like a few years ago, 10, 20 years ago, you might remember this, Rahul, back over your way. I don't know if it was like this your way, but definitely here in the UK. We were all like having it large down at the big super clubs every weekend, like out Friday, back on Monday. What proper mess. Good times.
Anyway, like this is past tense. I don't think that's still going on. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I was making the old fossils in the chat feel better. No, I'm joking. So what they did was they realized that more people wanted to come to their club than they could fit in every week, and it was problematic. So what they did was they decided to go and make a bigger version of the club called a festival. And at the festival, you can get tons of people in the place that love the same thing that you do. So the two big hitters I can see so far coming out of the breaches for the summer, you could look at them like a festival sort of setup. I don't know. Is obviously the behemoth in the global stage of the UK Slot Car Festival, the Definite, the one, the only global fanfare that is. Yeah, which you're going to get this year, Rahul. You're going to be on the action. You're going to come away from there fired up, mate. That's what you're going to be. And talking of fired up, if any time you want to like crash and burn, just crash and burn, because I know it's like stupid o'clock for
sorry.
you.
Was that now?
Yeah. You just see his face go like this. It's like
exactly.
Like,
somebody has to pick it up. Oh, get out of there!
Like, he's out of there.
How can I get bored when you're jumping around and doing those crazy antics of yours? It's all good.
I tell you, mate, it keeps you young. You got to be. I've got to go and sit in the back seat of a car in between two colleagues from work for 2 hours this afternoon, going down to East London. It's brilliant because I'll just sit there, get my laptop open. I was saying to Maria, what we should do is I should stitch them up. I should open my laptop and go on some job hunting sites and sit there looking for jobs with my two colleagues, like looking and see what their reactions are, and start talking about it. Go, here, look, what do you think of this sales job here? It's got about 50k. That was what. Or go on some really inappropriate websites and just to wind them up in the back. Oh, fantastic. Sorry, I tell you, I could have fun in a phone box on my own for hours.
You know what? You should just start editing a video and they'll be like, this guy's lost his marbles. He's playing toy cars.
I am editing, and that's generally what I would do on a serious note. I'm doing the Oxford Rally, GB Rally, slot rally thing video at the moment. So I reckon I might be able to get that nailed. Is there something else I'm supposed to be for? Anyway, more stuff to come. I've got a couple of other things to do. But anyway, the other big hitter, they wrote to me in the week, and he just wanted to bring the event to our attention, which is over in Brussels. Really nice guy, Thomas. Hang on a second. Let me just get the guy's name right. Julian, that's it. So Julian is running Slot Mania over in Brussels, which incidentally is where Jean-Claude Van Damme was from. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. He was the muscles from Brussels, as we used to say in the UK. So Julian is running the Slot Mania, and I wanted to bring it attention. Look at the sponsors that they've got. I thought that's a businessman right there. That's a businessman right there when you've got that many sponsors for an event that lasts 5 hours, 6 hours. It's not a 2-dayer. It's not an all day and all nighter. There's no race there. It's like a swap meet on steroids. But look at the sponsors he's got. Absolute genius.
It's official stands. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. These guys wouldn't put their name on a tin pot swap meet unless it had some proper standing. I've got a feeling for the UK slot. I mean, this is my opinion on the matter, right? Mine, no one else's. I have a feeling that, now I've cleared that up, I have a feeling that Scalextric have muscled the UK Slot Car Festival and said, oh, no, we want exclusive sponsors. We don't want any of that other riffraff on the flyer. It's got to be the UK Scalextric. That's it. Job done. And I think that's what they've done. And if Julie, Sean and Roger didn't turn around and go, well, the sponsorship is $2,000. Well, actually, if you want exclusivity, it's $7,000 because we don't have the money from the other sponsors. So if you want it, get your wallets out. If you don't, and if they didn't do that, they missed the trick. So I hope they did that. So we do it. If you want exclusivity, get your wallet out. But check out what these guys have got, mate. So not only is it a good event from what I've seen, from what you can see here, it's well subscribed, well attended, but it's well supported, which means it's well reputed, and you're going to find some good stuff there. So just wanted to, Julian, I'm so sorry I didn't get the time to reply to your email. So let me just run through my week so you get an idea. Bear in mind it's the event tomorrow and Tuesday at work, so there's zero time at work. My boss is literally like a cat on a hot tin roof. He's all over everyone like a rash. So we're all over work. Monday and Tuesday evening, spent a couple of hours with some handsome bastard doing some marketing meetings. Wednesday was wired on Wednesday. Thursday was shenanigans. Friday was spent driving up to the Lake District, hang out with some school pals. Yesterday was driving back and then doing this show, and here I am. So actually, Julian, it's not that I don't want to reply to you. It's just I didn't have the time. So here you are. I got you on the telly. But yeah, busy week so far. I'm looking forward to getting in that car later where I'm not driving and not responsible. It's going to be good. So, Rahul, I noticed that you finished some magnetic racing buildings yesterday. Was it yesterday or Friday? You said mag racing buildings finished. There's something to talk about one of these.
Well, I didn't build them. Another team member built them for me. The guy called Ivan. He's really good with MDF.
Is his surname the Terrible?
Stuff. No. Yeah, so I don't know if you know this, but ever since I did the grandstands, I figured out I don't do really well with MDF for some reason. So I have somebody helping me build the kits. But that means I have a stockpile of things that I have to airbrush. But today I was just testing out indoor spray cans so I could prime the kits. And I have a water-based water-based
I saw it, rattle
sprays.
can.
Yeah, so I can prime indoors and there's no odor, there's no like it's really cool. So yeah, I did the test prime today and I'll get to painting probably this week and finish those things up.
You know, the other thing you can use, Rahul, for indoor priming is the Vallejo airbrush primer.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those, but those are expensive. They get really expensive. So with these spray cans, they're like very cheap and they're really good, and they come in so many colors. So it was good to just test it out.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, if it's all right with you, that's image you sent of the rattle can and the Marshall post.
Yeah.
Can I chuck that on the show next week just to show the guys?
For sure.
So the thing about being heavy-handed with magnetic racing kits is you might notice, it's hard to see.
Streaks?
In this one.
Yeah.
No. I was too heavy-handed putting that in the foot that I actually snapped it. I actually snapped this thing.
Yeah.
So I had to do a repair job on it. But that's what I like about these kits, because you can just like repair them if you're a bit boisterous.
They're very easy to repair.
Yeah, I'm finally getting my advertising boards on the track so that we can get some VT done and help some other track fans out. Nico's here, mate. Oida!
Oida.
Oida! I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Oh no, Rahul, mate. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Right, if I'm not here tomorrow,
I know. I already figured it out.
What I'll do is come on. In each of the cups, I forgot about this. Along with having a price tag on there, I keep, because I have them on the stand, I keep the number of what that cup reference is, 016030. I forgot to take it out before I put my coffee in. I've just seen it as I was taking a sips floating at the bottom. So if I've got ink poisoning tomorrow, that's the problem. Oh my God, I'm going to die of paper poisoning. Guys, what are you guys working on? So I've just I'm working on these 3. Well, they're nearly done now. I'm going to weather them. I'm going to, on Wet, Wild and Wednesday, I'm going to do a bit of weathering on these while the clear coat finishes, dries off and stuff. So we've got a little conveyor belt of stuff to do. What are you building today, Rahul?
Today? First I'm gonna go get some
When
sleep.
you get up.
Then I'm going to the gym, and then after that we're actually doing a lot of videoing because I have about 7 or 8 cars I have to shoot. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Are we getting a spoiler or we got to tune in?
No spoilers.
Cool.
I'm just shooting a lot of video. I don't know when I release it or if it's even going to be released. I have so much footage I just keep. But as I'm doing these cars every day on the live, I actually do the lives on Saturday and then I tape them. I actually do all the video shoots on Sunday. So yeah.
Cool. That sounds
pretty
like
busy.
you're busy. Sounds like you're busy. What? Anyone else building any kits in the chat?
Well,
or
Aid's done that great video on his Goodyear bridge, which is fantastic, and he's actually showing people how he's putting in the LEDs, which is more work than I could ever do. But we live vicariously through Aid.
Yeah. We just send our stuff to Aid.
Yeah, it's easy for you, harder for me.
Bring it over. Bring it over.
Yeah.
No, just
bring it over. Let me ship all the Mac stuff all the way to Canada to just put it in my luggage and send it all back. No. It's okay. Actually, I'll be honest. I built all this terrain. We have so much terrain built, right? Because I bought all these kits. But every time I shoot videos, I have to remove all the terrain. And I'll tell you why. Because when I'm moving my cameras through, sometimes I smack them and I smash them.
So when you're doing the
because I have to concentrate. If you ever watch my clips, I actually give you examples of the cars at full speed, the way they're supposed to be shot.
Yeah,
and then
they come out.
So imagine how fast they are.
Well. Yeah.
When you see how fast they are, and then imagine I'm shooting that in slow motion, so I don't have time to look around when I'm moving my camera. So if the camera hits something, it smashes it. So I used to have Mia took the whole afternoon and spent it with me to build a hill at the end of the where I have my squeeze turn. And the first day I was filming, and I went and knocked the hill right off the edge, and it. That hill is actually just put on the side now. I don't even use it because it's kind of at the end of the front straight, and I don't see it when I'm videoing because I run down the front straight with the camera next to the cars. That's all done by hand, so it gets a little bit crazy. So a lot of the terrain is removed when I don't race, and so it's becoming. We have to figure it out. I did do a tracking shot through the buildings. This and the last video I did, it kind of looked really cool. So I'm gonna try and do a couple more terrain pieces and try and shoot through the build. Yeah, through the building. So we'll see how it goes.
This is creative videography. This is what it's about.
Yeah, so figuring things out. But
cool. So I need to watch this Goodyear bridge then.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I'm going to watch it.
The amount of LEDs is crazy.
He's a pal.
Yeah, the amount of LEDs is nuts through that.
Have you seen the Ferris wheel?
No, I haven't seen all his videos. I was just I had some time today, and I was actually tuning up the cars that were raced this evening by that I raced this evening. So while I was tuning, I had the video up, so I got to watch a little bit of Aid stuff. But it's amazing. It's I'm always in awe at people that can tinker and do things that I can't, foreseeably see or do. But that's the joy of the community. There's so many different people with so many different talents, right?
2 things you should see that I want to see from you and Aid is Aid. When he did a walk round of his track a while back, he showed us a close up around the back of the Ferris wheel, and every one of those LEDs, he's got a resistor off each LED, and then that's plugged into the wire. I'm like, what the hell is this next level, physics kit going on here? He seems to know what that's about.
Well, because he's doing all his LEDs in parallel, not series. So if you're doing it parallel and you're running a certain voltage through those. If you don't put a resistor, it'll blow the LEDs. So that's what he's
Is
doing.
that why I keep cooking some of my LEDs?
Yeah. So if you wire up your LEDs in series, they can only take X amount of voltage, unless you have a resistor that will bring it up to the level that they can lower the voltage down, right? Because V is equal to IR. Anyway, we're getting into some technical shit.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's talk now. We'll wait for later. I'm
Well,
joking.
that's
I'm
the
joking.
thing, right? Like basically with
Watch
LEDs,
Abe's
each
video.
different LEDs. And also, did you know that different LED lights have different voltage capacities? That's another thing that you should know. So,
Yeah, they
you
do,
know,
yeah.
white, yeah. So that's why you need different resistors. So the fact that he's actually put independent resistors on every LED is just genius, but it's a lot of work. Like
Yeah.
he had to make 36 soldering connections today, so that's a lot. Pretty cool. But
Wow.
yeah, I love the technicality of it. So it's yeah, definitely pretty cool.
Landscaping. You've been doing some landscaping like Rob Sale.
Yeah, I have. But Rob's doing a really great job with his. It's really cool, different.
That's as you know, one of my next videos is getting the landscaping done on this section. And to be honest with you, like literally everyone has like since I've had the eye, everyone's done it. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm still going to do it, obviously, but everyone's like, yeah, just do this. Mine's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So he's doing HO, Rob's doing HO. Carl is converting an Avant slot Manta. Oh, Manta, there it is
Hey,
again.
look, Harry's building a hill for crawler cars to use with my slot car tracks. Crawler SC cars. I don't know what those are. Do you know what that is? Are those RC cars or SC cars? Is it crawlers that are 1 in 18th scale or 1 in 14th scale or 1 in 32nd scale? I don't know. Just let us know, Harry.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Pat's trying to connect up his new power supply. Morning, Pat! And his wire controllers, but he's lost and doesn't want to blow anything up. Stop immediately, Pat. just stop, mate. However, if you do blow up, what power supply are you using? I think you're on an Arc Pro there, aren't you, Pat? You've got friends in depth. If you blow it up, just let us know. And Dick is on finishing off track lighting. He's got videos out on this as well, which is good. You've got a few of them floodlight towers as well to do, haven't you, Rahul? Or have you done them?
No, I haven't touched any of my light towers.
They're really easy to build. You'll like them.
Many.
You'll be like, oh, cool. It's only like 6 bits.
Yeah.
You could even get Salt to do it.
But I have a lot of them. It'll be interesting. We'll see.
You only ever get rock and roll from Ted. You know, he's out on his chopper. He's fixing the chuck. He's now setting up a vintage Radio Shack slot car track tomorrow with your grandkids. Please share that with us, because that looks amazing. See Ted turning up in his bell bottoms. What's John doing, Rahul?
What is John doing? His BRM white kit of the McLaren F1 GTR still needs to be built by my newer Golf RTR car to instruct me where the parts would go. Okay. Yeah. So BRM. He's building a BRM, but he still has to. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, everyone. If you are just tuning in, you're watching Sunday Slot Car Sessions. And myself, Pete Brown, and a special guest this week, Rahul from Conquest Racing Club. We are here every Sunday morning at 7:30. In the words of Darren, in the words of Albert, the legends that are. If you like what you're seeing so far, hit the like button for us. Subscribe, share, comment, keep it clean. I might read it out. And we are just currently talking about what are you working on. So I'm working on some magnetic racing advertising billboards. Rahul is working on many things, staying awake mainly at the moment, but later on it will be all about something or other, more filming. And we're just catching up with what various people are doing in the chat as to what your projects are. So we heard from Slot Car Daddy, we've heard from Pat, we've heard from Dick, we've heard from John, heard from Harry. Oh, look, Rahul, Lionel's just turned up. Morning, Lionel. How you doing, mate? And Janu's here. Janu, right, I've got to say, hang on, let me go big for this or go home. Janu, I'll call you later, brother. Sorry I missed you last night. Just way too busy trying to put this show together. Sure you'll understand. So yeah, so there you go. Live apologies. Here we go. Right, so John is talking power supplies. Incidentally, talking about lighting, Daz is using IKEA reading lamps. Now I discovered I've been having problems in the basement, in the studio, even the basement studio, for a while now, getting the lighting right. I'm either sitting in a solar glare or I'm sitting in darkness and looking very intense and smouldering. And I can't get the balance right until recently. I think it looks all right at the moment. Looks all right.
I don't know. Make it bigger, Pete. We need to see you properly. I'll let you know if you look all right.
Break the telly if I go any bigger. So possibly it could go back about a foot, but then otherwise it's the right, for me, it's the right shade.
It is the right shade.
Not like, and it turns out it's actually a, what do you call this? A daylight lamp that beauticians use. So I found it upstairs in the beauty room and I've accosted it to my basement. I don't think anyone will notice.
Darren's busy. He needs to build 5 motorized MR triangle billboards.
Daz, you've got to start on this, mate. You'll be like swamped before too long. You have a little conveyor belt going on.
Yeah.
You know, like you watch like, what is it? Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares or these cooking programs where they go in and they've got all them chits in a line of everyone's covers, orders. You're going to be like that soon, Daz. You're going to be like...
Yeah. He'll be calling on you, Pete, for an extra pair of hands.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Right, okay. We've got a late entry for Track Focus from DG Raceway, which, wow. Show that in a minute. So anyway, that's what we're all up to. Everyone, we've rinsed that one out. Oh, hello. Paul's turned up. What are you working on today, Paul? You've normally got projects in front of you. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. It's almost my favourite part of the show. Track Focus.
Come on, you gotta do it like Wilf, at least. Come on.
Hey, Wilf.
Hey, you gotta do it like Wilf.
Track Focus.
Yeah, I'll join you too. There you go.
Yeah, Track Focus. Oh, my back. See, 40 something. Have you still got all my mobility? Keeps you young, guys. Got to move around. If you don't move and then you move, you get a strained back and then you go to doctors for 6 months.
This is why you do the live stream on Sunday morning to limber up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I give my missus a break from my hyperactivity. I get it all out on the show here, you know, completely corrupt your day, and then Mrs. Brown has a nice time of it.
That's good. That's good.
Hang on. Janu is working on his NSR Mercedes GT3, which is an AMG, for the National GT Championship, which is on April the 21st. Am I coming? Possibly. I can't say at the moment because the way my week has just been, if the next week and the week after is anything like it, I have no idea. Unbelievable. And Paul, classic. He's not working on slot cars. He's working on his breakfast. Weren't you at 11:30 last night eating a fry up? I mean, how are you still hungry? I mean, where's it going, Paul? Where are you putting this food? Right, talking of food, let's get off it before we all disappear to get some. So, Track Focus. Oh, look at this. Bernard Piet is... I love it. Now I've got to be honest. I did steal this. I opened up some social media, and this popped up straight away. And it was he'd sent it to Scalextric to put on their Facebook page. So I've stolen it because it's fair game, and I'm going to use it on my channel. There you go. So disclaimer's done. In case anyone says, "Oh, no, Scalextric track." Yes, it's a Scalextric track, and now it's on Track Fans TV. So there you have it. Good work, Bernard. I like this. Big straights on the perimeter and on the inside. But you've got technical sections with the flyover. You've got, it looks like a little tunnel there with a helipad on the top of it on the left-hand side. Got the walkover Dunlop Bridge. What do you think of this track, Rahul? I'm in love with this track.
It's massive.
It is.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Cool. So there you go. You can tell he's got it in his attic because if you look at the top of the screen, you've got those the beams.
Yep.
So this is giving you an idea of what you can achieve. And actually, he's utilized it really well because at the bottom of the picture, you can just see the loft hatch, the doorway into the loft. So he's used pretty much every single ounce of space he's got. He can't really raise it up because of the height of the roof, the level of the roof. So proud of you, Bernard. I'm hoping that, you know, you're not going to get a back problem by playing this too much. Lovely track. Lovely track. Well worthy. Just want to share the next track with you. I think it's pretty cool. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do this, Marine. Oh. All right. I don't seem to. Wow, it doesn't seem to be in my sharing windows.
I don't know.
Okay, hang on. Who knew? John, can you can share screen, can't you, Rahul?
I should be able to. I'm hoping I can. Did you send it to me?
It's here now. It's here. It's here. It's all right. Yeah, the internet was doing something dookie. Check this out. Look at this, man. Panorama. This, you know whose track this is, Rahul?
I believe this is from Australia.
Yes, it is. It is from Down Under, Struth.
That's right. I believe this is DG.
Yeah, it's Dick's track.
That's right.
Look at the lighting on it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He has done well.
That's nice. But he's a master at terrain anyway. He's a pretty good terrain buff.
Yeah.
So it looks really sweet.
So I'm like looking at it, going around the perimeter of the track, there's loads of lighting. In the middle of the track, there's loads of lighting. And then he just finishes it off and puts lighting in the buildings as well. It's genius. I love this track.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like some of the work.
Just the way it flows.
He's also not even lit his street lamps.
Yeah.
Imagine when they light up. So much lighting. It's amazing.
On this side here.
Yeah.
Just here on the right of the screen, those street lamps there. I don't know if it's plastic or wood routed though.
And it's a wood routed track, it looks like.
Is it?
Yeah, you can tell like the bends are not perfectly even all the way around.
Through that.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good way of seeing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's just stop sharing that a sec. Oh, there you are. All right, mate. Right. Oh, nice. Gooses and the members. Hang on, look at this, guys. Someone's just joined. Someone's just become a member. Oh, you come in at the right time because we're just about to almost finish a project. So you're going to see the end shot. So nice to have you on board, Goose. Welcome aboard. You are now in the Groovy Gang. So we had Dick's track. We've got Bernard's track. We have got Dave Goss has thrown out a call to arms. I love it when people throw out a question because we can get involved. Right, everyone in the chat here, we've got a track. And what do we think of the layout is the overriding question. He's just waiting on 2 straights to arrive so he can finish it, the layout. But he's thinking, what do you think of this as a layout? I'll lead the charge of this, Rahul. I think this is a pretty cool track for a number of reasons. Think it's not overly fast because it's not a massive straight strip. So because of the smaller room that it's in, you're not going to have an issue coming off at the end of the big strip, big straight. Therefore, having to climb over the track to put the car on the track to then come back and race it and do exactly the same thing on the next lap because it's exciting, right? So this is going to keep him under control. Well, you would hope. And I just generally like the fact you got a crossover, a crossroads, not a flyover. Or have I got that right?
I can't tell from here. Looks like crossroads.
Yeah. No, it might be a flyover because crossroads normally have the, the chevrons, the yellow and black chevrons. So
I have a bunch of them.
I thought it was flat. Anyway, I'll send him a cross section piece. And I like it. I like the wiggly bits on the right hand side. Not bad effort. I don't know if this is your first layout or if this is a redesign, but actually, there's one small criticism. If you got rid of those Rock Band amplifiers, you could probably get another couple of lengths in there. That's the only criticism I've got, is that you should get rid of that music kit. Unless, of course, you're playing music through it whilst racing, and then that's different because that's pumping it. But what do you reckon on the track, Rahul? What's your view?
Yeah, it's a nice technical track. I like it. It's good. Yeah, be interesting. It depends on. I think it comes down to the cars that run on it. But anyway, I think it's any track is a good track. As long as you're having fun on it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Talking about fun, what Goose, the new member, is going to realise is that he's straight into the membership banter. Welcome, Goosey Lucy. Cheers, Paul. It's like we're 5-year-olds in our chat. Everyone's got a nickname.
I do.
Oh, I love it. You spelt Capri wrong, Nico. Brilliant. So Paul says he likes the track. It's twisty, but not that much. Definitely. And I think John D. Suzuki Cappuccino. Now there's a thought. No, so there you go, Dave. So the couple of people and us two who have sort of given you some feedback. We like it. We'd like it even more if when you get your two straights, you can take a video of it working. That can never get enough track time. So anyone doing that, let's see it on the track. Trackside, as we used to, as I would shout back in the day. Right then, next track, because we're here to look at tracks. Oh dear. This summarizes everyone in the chat room and Rahul and I's main challenge and threat against slot car fun is time. So Rob here, he sent us an update of his track build. He said, since the last time I give you an update on my track build, this is how far I've come, and just stuck this down. It's utterly genius. I love this. Because this resonates with at least half the people in this room, that we just want to do it, but someone else sticks their oar in and takes our time from us. Now, this is why we have Wired on Wednesdays, so that we eliminate this problem for you. Because Wired on Wednesdays, if Rob was a member, he'd be there on Wednesday at 8:30. He'd flick on his phone to be in the banter and get some whatever we're doing, and he could work on that track in the background because he's got that time. He's allocated that time. Whereas he's not a member and his track's still sitting here looking like a power supply. So, Rob, I'm not laughing at you, mate. I'm laughing at the humour that you brought to the track. It's genius update. Thank you, mate, for giving me a proper laugh. So, in proper review fashion, what do you reckon of Rob's track, Rahul?
Perfect straight. I mean, you can gather a lot of speed, and if you need to, you can get in the pit.
Yeah, I think the pit is crucial for this track. I think where he's placed the pit, I mean, he's come up with a great idea on that one.
Yeah, Absolutely.
Of all the places he could have put the pit lane.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done,
Dedicated
Rob.
straight for the pit lane. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. It's still tickable. I love this sense of humor in their hobby. Right, okay. So he needs 2 straights. Rob does, but Rob and Rick's added 4 straights. And look at this. It's obviously a test base of a layout because it's all flat. You know, we haven't
Is
got
it
the
all
bridges
flat?
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't put the bridges up, but he
No.
needs bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good track. This I like. It's like a figure of 8 in there.
Yeah.
It's fast. This is going to be fast because you've got trying to work out the direction. So on the right hand side, it would be coming towards you, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Where's his
Yeah, that's
power
right.
base? It's up there. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be coming at you on that side. So in that first corner, it's just a great
Oh, it's
track.
just yeah. It's a double winder. It's pretty good.
It's a Carrera track, if anyone was wondering. The track before this one
This is
is
Carrera too.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that pit lane anywhere.
I would have went with the borders would have given me it was Carrera because I don't really know the digital side of Carrera yet. So I'm glad you're here to save my bacon from falling on my sword live again. Well done.
Hubert has entered the chat as well.
Hey, good morning, Hubert. How you doing, buddy? You all right? And yeah. So we were discussing this. This is good. Just needs one. Yeah, he's shown us where he's added the straights. Really nice extension, by the way, mate. I hope you're watching this, Rick. And if anyone's watching that knows Rick, let him know he's been on the telly. So we love this. This was good. Yeah, man. Hubert shouted me out back. Shouted me back. I feel like I'm famous. Awesome. Okay. So we've got Nikos track. I ain't pronouncing that surname. So we've got a close up. So this is a nice thing to talk about, right? Because some people, whilst you might not have the space, the money, or the time to do a big wood routed track or something, you can actually make smallish wood routed tracks. Or you could do a boon, as we say, and you could make a diorama. So this, what I wanted to show you, this picture first, and then the following picture is out a step back and showing you the overall track. But Nikos is nice. I like his track. So this is where he's built up a bit of a diorama. He's got a catch fence. He's got the little hut at the back of the picture. He's got the 4 traffic street lights, and he's got his textures with rockery and trees. It's looking really nice. It's an immersive picture. You feel like it was taken somewhere. So when you do modeling, if you do modeling on the extreme end, like Ian and Doug and Tara, you're looking at detailing like, you know, is there a dog wee at the bottom of them lampposts? That's the level of detail they go into. We're just happy we actually painted the lamppost and it's upright straight. Whereas they'll go into, you know, is there a bit of moss on the key bit of the hatch on that lamppost? They're looking at that detail, millimeter to detail. He's gone into this level, really enjoying it. What do you think of this image here? Because you do a lot of modeling and scenery, Rahul.
I do. Sure. What do I think? I mean, I'm always blown away. I think, you know, the amount of time and effort it takes to do something like this is incredible. So, yeah, all hats off. And like somebody just pointed out, this is on the HO scale, so it's even more impressive, right? So,
Correct. So it's Miney. Let's have a look at the overview. That's the overview of the track.
That is huge.
Yeah.
And that is amazing.
So all the modelers in the room have just gone, their jaws, pick your jaws up. The jaws have just hit the floor. So from that section of the track, which you'd think, yeah, HO, it's a bit small, someone's done a diorama, to boom, no, this guy has been away working on his track for about 6 years. If you have as much time as I do. I love it. Look at this in the middle, right?
I
Look at
love the
this in the,
split. Yeah. Do you
yeah,
notice that too? That
oh,
was
come on.
amazing.
Yeah, in the center where you got the kind of house in the middle of the split.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was pointing out. Well done, mate. Yeah, really clever bit of kit. Even like the tunnel section at the back, at the top
Yeah,
of the
there's so
picture.
much detail here.
Yeah, I should have got this in my WhatsApp so I could enlarge it, different bits of it. But you know, you can see it. Just go and watch it on a bigger telly, and you'll see it bigger. All right. Yeah. So Rob, Sale, this is what we're looking for, mate. Your HO track. So we're going to be paying attention to what you do with it. But we're thinking this. We're thinking this in a couple of weeks. Okay. So, well, you know, he's always at home at 12 o'clock. He gets home at midday. He's got like all day to be building track. You know, so with Rob Sale, is like a good friend of ours, top friend. He gets up, you know, he gets up in the middle of the morning, like 2 a.m, you know, as a proper lay-in, gets up at 2 a.m, goes out, he sits on his bum in his van, driving all morning or all day. So he's doing nothing. Then he gets home and he has all that time to play slot cars. So really, Rob, I'm expecting that we should be seeing something like this in about a week or so. All that newfound time you've got. Brilliant. No, but yeah, anyone HO, this is looking good. This is really exciting, this track. So okay, let's move on. So we've got some more tracks to get through. Then some other news, and we'll probably wrap it up. We'll be out the door in about 20-30 minutes, if that. So Raul's looking at his clock thinking, thank you, there is a God.
It's only 5 a.m.
Yeah, talking about that level of scenery we've just seen.
This is this track I've seen before. Actually, I've been gobsmacked by this one. Did you see the? Did you see that the pit lanes all?
Talk us through this from your perspective.
Well, it's like fantasy meets my, you know, like
it's a bit
enchanted,
enchanted,
world.
isn't it?
It's really cool, but you know the level of detail is really amazing. All those individual pit lanes actually function. The pit lane, it's the pit buildings themselves have motorized garage openers.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta watch the video. There's a video of this on, I believe, Facebook. This track is next level. Everything's got like little mini motorizations throughout. He's got the ski lift or the tram lines as well that are motorized as well.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, on the left-hand picture.
Yeah,
cable cars.
You gotta check the video out because this thing is next level. It's really amazing.
All right, cool. So if you go to Facebook, find Laurent Kustner, tell him what you think of his track, because I think it's ace. You know, there's some more images that just show you the actual scenery. So I left them out because we're here about seeing how the track works with the scenery.
Well, look how high that mountain goes.
I know, yeah, and it's blocking the window as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't agree with blocking fire escapes, but for the love of the track, I think this is all right.
Well, yeah, it's
oh,
insane.
Pat's seen it. Pat's seen the video.
Yeah.
So
actually, I think I sent it in the chat or something because I saw it, and I believe Adrian is working on a Lord of the Rings themed track, and I sent it to him.
Or Aid?
Not Aid. I don't know. I'm not too sure. There's Adrian, there's Aid, but there's a gentleman that's working on the blending of Games Workshop's Lord of the Rings kind of scenery with slot cars.
I'm with you.
when I saw this, I sent it right away. I was like, this is just, it's exactly what we were thinking. Like, can you incorporate a medieval scene into slot car racing? And here you go. Here it is. So
Yes. Send
absolutely.
in the archers.
Yeah, exactly.
Release the pitch. Throw the oil on them. I love medieval stuff. They don't
Yeah.
mess around. There's no woke brigade in the medieval times. Could you imagine it? Let's go for pumpkin lattes. You get your head chopped off. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's go for pumpkin lattes and manis. You can imagine that. I laugh at myself just thinking about it.
Yeah, so Adrian and Aid are the same person. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we were chatting about the Lord of the Rings, and I sent this video because I thought, yeah, it just matches up, right? It's exactly what and with Aid's technical knowledge, now that I know it's Aid, I believe he could do something like this too, and it's really really technical. Yeah.
Well, Aid's a mechanic, so he's wired that way. He's wired in a problem-solving, solution-gathering kind of mindset. You know, you and I, we're like, how does it work? YouTube. That's how it works. Aid's like, no reception in the garage. I have to figure it out. Fixes the car. Genius. But I tell you what I did like on this left-hand picture is how the flow works from a videography point of view, or taking cool pictures of your car's point of view. This with the flyover and the track in the background with like an S, taking pictures on there is like slot car heaven.
Yeah, I mean, like
Sorry, I've got a visitor.
I'm always curious how to shoot on other people's tracks now. So yeah, it would be amazing shots.
Yeah, it's a nice one for that. Laurent giving us a discussion on that. All right, here we go. So I think this might be the curtain call for tracks. I might be mistaken, but we'll see. It's another HO track.
Yeah.
And the thing that stood out for me about this track was not necessarily the size of it or anything, because for me, sometimes it's about creative use of space, the ability to race and have fun. Doesn't matter what you've got. If you've got a little oval, you're still racing. Is that it looks like, before I saw the track, how it's set up, it looked like bunk beds. It looked like he's got the track on the top bunk of a bunk bed and all of his stuff below on the lower bed of the bunk bed. And I thought, what a genius idea. How many people out there are probably going to throw away a set of bunk beds at some point that they can then commandeer down to the garage to have 2 tracks on? So maximize your space by using old bunk beds, not 1 track, but 2 tracks, upper and lower. So that's why I shoot this track, to give you an idea. Maybe it's freezing in here. No heating on, man. Seriously. To give you an idea of how you can be creative with space if you're struggling. And then what's to say that top track doesn't actually go down some spiral and join the second track, having a 2-level track? I'm just throwing ideas out there. But if Rob and Paul are listening with the HO tracks, can you sort that out so we can see if it works? Nice one. Don't worry, I've already ordered your bunk beds off Facebook Marketplace. They'll be with you about midday. So I hope that's all right.
Yeah. Like I said, with the HO tracks, it's really incredible, especially with the level of detail. They do have a lot more to pick up because of Matchbox and other, the diecast world has so many buildings and so many little things that they can add to their tracks. So yeah, they really intricate level tracks I find with HO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are cool, and they give you almost instant gratification because you can build something, because it's so small. You can just set it up pretty quick. So I like that one. Richard Young, keeping us young. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, so that was it. What do you think about the tracks this week? Amazing.
Yeah, lots of really intricate, interesting tracks. For sure.
So we're probably going to wrap up in about 5 minutes or so, just to give people a heads up on timings. I know it's always a massive shock and a drama when we finish these sessions because it's so good. It's so good to hang out and chill out and see everyone's. Just getting it hot off the press here that. Oh, hang on. Darren is sorry. Here we go. Darren was telling us that pumpkin lattes were big in Mordor. I love it. Yeah, we are at the show, mate, in May. And that was the other thing I forgot to mention, Rahul, where with the big hitters is the Slot Car Festival is on 1 week, then the Slot Mania in Brussels is on the following week. So that is going to be a tough week on your wallet, that one. Yeah, I'm going to have to see how I can get that kind of level of funding.
You're going to Brussels the week after.
The muscles from Brussels.
Oh.
No, possibly not, in honesty. I'd rather just say it now. Just because I'm Mexican anyway, and I've saving up my little fivers here and a couple of pounds there in my jar in the safe, so that by the time I get to the UK Slot Car Festival, provided I don't get a frigging parking ticket, a speeding ticket like the last time, whatever ticket I got that wiped out half my Gaydon fund. That's right, it was the speeding ticket on the way back from Mr. D's drag racing, doing 59 on the motorway, and a motorway on a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, which was a temporary one, at 10 to 2 in the morning, 10 to 1 in the morning. I got, yeah, nice, take all my money. Wasters. And that's being polite. Breathe. Woosah.
Yeah, you better breathe. I see the steam coming out of your ears.
Yeah, that's right. So siphoning that off. So probably not going to have the money to go to Slot Mania, but I wanted to share it for all of our European fans, friends and fans who might do. They might be able to get there. Right then, Rahul, other stuff. Just before I go into the next thing, has anything stood out for you this week? Like product, whether it's a car, whether it's a building, whether it's a track, whether it's stand out for you. What might have it been?
Nothing like outside of the videos that I've seen from a bunch of YouTubers. Product wise, like obviously there's always great product out there and cars, but nothing has released yet that I was like, okay, I need to get that right away or something. Yeah.
Tell you what I was really impressed with, and I said it at the top of the show, and I'd like to say it again because you were pivotal in getting this done, is that Sasha and I here broke the 1,000. We weren't online together when I said about it earlier, so I'm really proud of them. And really proud. Don't mention what they're doing for it because I don't want people to go just for what they're doing. But
well, they've already released the video.
Yeah, I released the video to say thank you. So if you're into the channel, you'll watch that and see what they're doing about it. But no, really good. Congratulations, guys. Talking about off the chart events, got the Scalextravaganza. I'll say it for you because I know it's like stupid o'clock in the morning there. You're like, what the hell is that? Because we're from England, we're all pros at saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know the long word in Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I know how to say that too, Pete.
Yeah, so this is a breeze, mate. This is
an Easter weekend, is it?
Yeah, this is good. This is Easter.
Right.
Hang on a second.
It is Easter weekend.
30th and 31st of March. That's not next weekend. It's the weekend after.
Weekend
right?
after, that's correct.
Maria's away. Mrs. Brown's going to Serbia for the weekends to get some dentist stuff done. Anyone going north past Northampton? Anyone going north? Anyone? Hang on, I got my thumb out. It's a ride. We need to leave after 10 o'clock though because of the show. God forbid Well, actually, I could get up there early and do the show live from the Scale
Oh
Extravaganza,
no,
show
here
you
we
round.
go.
No, I'm not, because Rog probably hasn't got Wi-Fi and the signal's going to be dreadful, so I'm not going to do it. But that's what's happening in a couple of weeks. Get up there. Slot Car 2021 is going to be there. Daz is going to be there. Some other great people are going to be there who I won't mention in case they're compromised. They've not said they're going yet. I think they don't want their partners to know that they're going, so that when they do go, we've not blown it before they get to go. If their partners get wind and planning to go, they might put the kibosh on it and put an end to it. So if you can make it, Rob Sale. No, so I've said too much. No, I'm only joking. No, but Daz and Paul went here last year, and Daz speaks so highly of it. Roger's a great guy, as you all know. But he said that they do raffles, they do egg hunts, they do barbecue, they're doing cut price deals, like literally everything is cut price for the day. And we all know Roger, he throws it away anyway. It's like, I wonder he actually makes a living. Let me explain. My last purchase from Rog the Dodge, it's got to be polite because he's ex-old Bill. So he might get his mates to come over and arrest us. So, you know, my top car, my Scalextric Dodge Viper. Well, I had one, broke it. We all know the story. I'm not going to repeat myself. And I was looking for one at the UK Stock Car Festival 2 years ago. I actually asked Roger, have you got one, just to save me time? He goes, nah, I don't know, doubt it. So I walked down the other end of his table and I've seen it sitting there. So he's got that much stuff. He doesn't even know what he's got. The nice thing is, this was £15. It works and it's in mint condition, 2 wing mirrors, a spoiler, no scratches. It's a nice car. I was having a look around the other day and I think I saw it pop up or was on sale somewhere for 35, 40 quid.
Oh,
So
you
that's
doubled
how.
up.
No, I didn't buy it because I've got this. And this is Shelf Queen next to my heart.
Okay.
But the point is Roger's got stuff. He puts a price on it, sells it. That's it. He doesn't look around and think, what can I get for it? I'll get that for it. He doesn't do that. Roger's a guy who does deals. He just, tush, that's 15 quid. Tush, that's 15 quid. And that's 15 quid. So if you go down there and there's a deal on the day, that might be 12 quid. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, 3 quid, but if you buy 10 cars, you're getting one free because that's 30 quid. Or 2 free if you buy 2 15ers. Rahul's like, ah, what are you doing to me at 5 in the morning with the freaking maths lesson? So long and short of it is get down to the Scale Extravaganza in a couple of weeks. If you're going past Northampton, look me up. I might bum a lift off you. That would be cool. If not, not to worry. I'll see you next year, Rog, when I've got a car. Right, who's next? I think we've got a save the date for the Orpington swap meet. That's going on. That's never the same day. No, it's a month later. Thought I was dual advertising a gig then. God, that would be a bit awkward. So save the date, Orpington. We'll bleed it a little bit nearer the time with the descriptions. We've got a new Slot Car magazine is out, Rahul. Come out this last week. I've got it in my rucksack ready to roll for the back of the car later, in case there's periods of no Wi-Fi, which is highly likely because we're in the UK. You know, we're supposed to be like the 6th wealthiest country in the world. We've got geriatric Wi-Fi, I swear to God. Who's doing the Wi-Fi? Rupert Murdoch. Well, we're doomed then, aren't we? You know what I mean? He's a fossil and all. So there you go. Oh yeah, Daz is going. Unfortunately, he's on the rank opposite side of Nottingham to me, so he can't swing by. Brilliant. We all know what happens after the Slot Car magazine. It's called The Writing on the Wall. Ah, brilliant. And now look at that. The pink pig turned up again.
Yeah, look at that.
Who'd
In
have
all
thought it?
its beautiful glory. Oink, oink.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. So I'm glad that Mark isn't here from Slot Car Magazine while we got that picture on, because I wouldn't be able to control myself. You know, he's a policeman, right?
No, I don't, but sure.
He is. So of course we have to have proper banter. You can't send in an ex-squaddy to be polite to a copper. It don't work. We were both paid by the state at one point, so we know. And you know, incidentally, we both have some. The army and the police force. What's the only thing they have in common that no one else does, that no one else can do?
It's too early in the morning, Pete.
Okay.
What is it?
So, the army and the army, not the Air Force and Navy, but the army and the police force are the only people in the UK that are not allowed to go on strike by contract.
Okay.
Yep, they're not allowed to go on strike in their contract. They get sacked or sent prison. So they're the only two professions that you're not allowed to strike. Because when the striking is on, you call the police and the army to come in and sort it out. That's why they do it. Yeah, that's why I left, because I do like a good strike.
You do?
Yeah. And do you know, I'm so proud of everyone in the chat for having good, clean, honest banter this week. There's been no strikes. There's been no question marks. It's been really good. Thank you ever so much, guys. You've really screwed the nut and played the game. And it's been a good show. Sunday slot car sessions this week. Woo!
Yeah, thanks for having me pop up.
No, wrong.
Just jump in and surprise you.
Get in there, mate. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. No, it's so there you go. One last hurrah. So anyway, boys, girls, and we will see you all later. Did you see that? I was talking about Harry. Brilliant. Now, anyway, guys, have a good week of slotting. I'm away at the show, so I'm going to be sporadic here and there, but whenever I'm going to pop up, it's going to be mental. Yeah, have a good day. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys and Rahul on the next one. All the best. Track back.